I hit 1 million views in 2024. Can we just take a quick moment to do a celebration dance? Because that is really, really exciting. But you might be wondering, what did YouTube pay me for the million views on a small YouTube channel? Because right now I'm under 4,000 subscribers and it was under $2,000. That might not seem like that much money to you, or maybe you're thinking that is a lot of money. Well, do you know how much time, energy, and money goes into the videos that I make? Well, let's just say that I get paid in my day job a heck of a lot more than that for a year. And so, with that said, let me break down for you where the money came from. Do I still think YouTube is worth it for me? And what were my learnings as a result of this year on YouTube? I'm breaking it all down today in today's video. 2024, let's just start with this, friends. 1 million views. That starting from December of 2020, that's over 4 years. And you might be thinking that took a long time, Amy. And for some people, it is. And some people don't even get there because they don't stay consistent or they give up when their first few videos only get like 10 views and they're all family, right? And yes, I have been there for all of those different emotions. I haven't taken the short journey by any means to get to this point, but if you are just starting or have thought about starting a YouTube channel, I hope you were encouraged by this message that if I can do it as a multi-passionate person that keeps having sparkly stuff syndrome where I want to do this and that, and I have all these different passions, and I work a full-time job, and I'm a mom, my life is busy, just like all of our lives are busy. If I can do it, you can do it too. If you are coming into it for the money, though, let me just be very clear with you that it takes a lot to get to the point where the Mr. Beasts, the Ali Abdals, the all the people, right, that you might think of. Maybe you think of different people because you watch different people. I actually don't really watch Mr. Beast either, sorry. But the point is, if you are in it just for the money, you would have a completely different strategy. And maybe this doesn't make sense for you, or maybe you would just go and study the heck out of how these people succeed, because there are success leaves clues, friends. So there are clues that you can follow to make sure that every single thing that you do is viral. I'm going to do more of those things, and that's part of my learning. However, I do it because I really enjoy it, actually, to be able to take something that I feel passionate about, something that I have come to appreciate from all of you all, that you all appreciate some of the things that I share, and to be able to help people that I normally probably would never meet had it not been for YouTube and not been able to be a part of your lives. That is a huge blessing that I think just keeps me coming back, spurring me on to share my travel tips, my health hacks, my recipes that our family loves, the ways to get our family involved together. All these things, travel, food, books, eats, mom life, these are all very close to my heart, and they are things that I want to share with you all. So, first of all, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for every single comment that you have shared. I don't care how small of a comment it is. For those of you that are consistently commenting and encouraging me and sharing your life with me, thank you, thank you, thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu from the bottom of my heart, because you have no idea how much it means to me. I'm getting teary just thinking about that. To be able to impact other people just by making a silly little video that's like 5 or 10 minutes. That is amazing. That is amazing to think about. So that's what makes me keep coming back. Okay, let's dive into the meat of today. That was a total sidebar that I wasn't going to get into, but you're here for the authenticity. I'm here for transparency. That is why I'm making this video, right? I want to be very, very transparent with what goes on behind the scenes of this YouTube channel and how much money comes in. I won't share how much I spend on all the different things because I've bought so much gear. I have bought so many like little classes, courses, things to try to improve, because the point is to get better and better each time, right? This next December will be year 5. So I'm going to do some reflecting on one of those first videos I made, because if you go look at one of the first videos, you just gotta start somewhere. That's all I'm gonna say, right? We had fun doing it as a family, and you just gotta start somewhere. Everybody starts at zero, everybody just starts for different reasons, and mine was just for fun. And I've done it that way for quite some time. Some people come into it as a business from the very beginning, and it's a very different trajectory. So, anyway, let's dive in. I'm going to break this down, the $2,000. It's actually shorter than $2,000, but we're going to break that down for the year by month and the three biggest videos of the year because I think it makes sense to look at it in that way. And let's talk about if it's still worth it to me. I think I've already kind of revealed that. Anyway, and what my learnings are so that I can keep going and keep making this better and how you all can help too. So let me share my screen with you. This is a snapshot of 2024, and we are looking at 3,889 subscribers, okay? That is where we are at, and the full amount of what was estimated to be in $1,700. So I said about 2,000, I totally rounded up, but that is $1,700. And I said I reached 1 million views over the course of my channel this year. But if you look at this number, 572,000 of those views came in 2024. So the 3 years prior made up the other half. That is amazing to me. And we are celebrating all the wins. And that is a win, friends. It just keeps growing, right? The momentum keeps growing. So I'm really excited to see what will come this year. And I have a lot of tangible goals for myself as well as intangible goals for myself. And I'm really excited to break those all down because I do annual planning, quarterly planning, weekly planning, daily planning kind of thing to make sure that I am on track for all the things that I aspire to do and that are important to me. So let's break this down even further. Okay, so that was the watch. Subscribers, 2,200. Again, we are talking about half of the stuff that I have on my channel, all from this year. If we break this down by month, I don't know why I can't just go in order because it won't let me filter on or sort by date. But for revenue, October was the biggest month with $219. Then we keep going down further, right? November, December, August, September. So it kind of jumps around a little bit. This is the first full year of being monetized. And look at that. Look at that. And no surprise here. The majority is coming from watch paid ads, right? And a lot of that is from long form. Short form is a very, very small portion of that. The CPM is 1678. That's actually a very interesting thing to know because depending on the niche that you are in, that changes. That totally changes. And if we go here, that'll just break that down a little bit more on watch paid ads. This is a really neat thing to know that most of it is coming from YouTube search. People are searching for the things that I am making, and that is good knowledge to have because if some people are searching, I'm doing something right. In geography, this is not a surprise at all, given that I am in the US, Canada, North America, right? But there are people from all over the world. So I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you. Age-wise, no surprise here either. I mean, it's kind of close to my own demographic and parents, right? So especially parents with younger kids. This was actually kind of surprising to me that I have a mix because a lot of the things I talk about, I come from a mom perspective, but men, I'm so glad you're here as well. And I'm glad that I am doing something that resonates with everybody, even though I might not talk from the voice of men or dads or anything like that. Okay, so here we are looking at the videos and shorts. Look at that dramatic difference in amount that gets paid, right? The majority comes from long form. Of course, my shorts don't get a ton of views. There were a few that got quite a bit of views, but even then, we're looking at 11 cents for every 1,000 views. It has gotten quite a number of subscribers though, so it's kind of this balance, right, of where do you want to put your time and energy. Okay, let's talk about the top video of my 2024 that gained most revenue. And this is not a surprise, almost 82,000 views. This was my Zip Air video, my full review on whether it may or may not be for you, and it generated almost $600. So that is a huge portion. That's about a third of what came in. And so I did not know that this was going to be a huge thing, but I knew from the beginning, before I did the full review, I did two Zip Air videos and they did really well. And a lot of people were going to Japan last year, right? So this was a fun one that we did. And I'm so glad that you all have gained a lot of insights from it. And I was very honest in our experience. And it's not the same for everybody else, but I shared and you all loved it. So I'm glad that you all are enjoying that. And it keeps giving because it's an evergreen kind of thing, right? And yes, it might change over the course of time and their service might be getting better and all of that. And I will do updates. The second one was another Zip Air video. And the third video that has done really, really well and has brought in $206 of that 1,700 is my Japan itinerary video. And again, I am glad this is helpful, especially for the parents out there that need something a little more relaxed than the crazy back-to-back scheduling, or perhaps people traveling with elderly folks as well. It's just a alternative way to look at things. Some of the things that I absolutely love in Japan. There are more videos coming because you all are telling me by this, but you want more Japan travel content. And for a lot of you that have signed up for the emails to get my email updates and the itinerary in print form, thank you for joining me in that journey as well. If you want to be on my newsletter, the information is all in the description, so go check it out. I would love for you to be a part of that community in that way also. So that in a nutshell are the three big videos and how much money came in from YouTube ads. But of course, there are ways in which you monetize that is off of YouTube ads. There are affiliate commissions, things like that, that are all separate and different. And so if you want to know more information of stuff that I shared or otherwise, let me know what kind of questions you have in the comments. Remember, friends, when you ask me questions, when you ask for new content in the comments, it helps me know that those are the things that you want, and it helps guide my thoughts of, okay, what can I create next that you all want to see, and what information I have that I can share with you, because some things I might think is really, really basic. Like there is a how to find the right rice video that I did. I did not realize it would be so helpful for all of you, or the meeting, how to pick the right meeting and not the fake meeting, because that makes a difference, friends. And all those videos you all find very, very helpful, and I almost didn't make them. So if you have specific questions about starting to cook or starting to travel or book recommendations or whatever it might be, let me know in the comments, because one, I love hearing from you, like I said at the very beginning, and two, it helps me. It really, really helps me tailor to build this community and give you what you want and what you need. So thank you again for all of you that do jump in right away. That leads me into, am I going to still do this? Is it still worth it? I think I answered it at the beginning, so this is not a surprise, but absolutely, absolutely. And I am committed to making this an environment that is hopeful, that is helpful, and that is uplifting, and that actually impacts your life in a positive way, because there are so many ways in which you can waste your time online or on your phones or whatever. And I want this to be a way that it helps, and that you walk away from every single video saying, that was helpful, or I'm glad I spent my time with Amy. That is my goal and my commitment to you. So always feel free to share feedback if you have it in the comments. Always be nice though. Always be kind, even if it's constructive. There are ways to share and help people, right? Because that is how I get better, by hearing from you. So yes, 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 I still think it is worth it. And if you are starting to think, should I do something? There are a lot of things for you to think about of whether you want to start this journey, but I think it's worth it whether you make a penny or not. So what are my hopes and goals and aspirations for this channel for this year? Well, I'm excited to see how it grows, but I don't want to focus on a number of subscribers or watch time or money or any of those things. I want to keep making content that is exciting to me and exciting to you. And when those intersect, I think that's where the beauty happens. Like that Zip Air video is an example of I love traveling and I love helping my family experience Japan too because I love so many things about the country, about the culture, and I love sharing that with people so that for you all that hate planning different trips or different things, or you're overwhelmed by all the amounts of things that you could do because you could spend so much time there and still have more to do. I still have not explored everything, right? People that live there still have not explored everything. And so to be able to simplify that a little more for you is a huge thing that I am glad I am able to do and give you the tips and tricks. And as the person that speaks the language, to be able to give you guides on how to navigate some of that, right? Because it can absolutely be overwhelming. So I plan to have more Japan travel videos as well as other travel videos within California, Hawaii, the places that I do go fairly often, and I hope to go to new places too. And my commitment to you is to give you my tips and tricks and hacks and all the fun ways that you could do that for yourself as well as with your family. And another thing that I want to do is hire an editor, hire a video editor. I have been saying this for so long, but I still edit my own videos most of the time, friends. And it takes a lot of time. And while I really enjoy the creative process of that and being able to shape things in my head onto video, it takes a lot of time that I don't necessarily have, or that it takes away from things that I would also like to spend time on. And would I say my expertise is in video editing? No, no, it's not. I have learned to come to do it, and I hope you can see that it has improved over time. But there are people that can do it way, way better. And my brain and my time can be used better to think about the next video, to go film the next video, to do the things that only I can do and the things that I am really, really good at. So, my commitment to myself is to find that video editor that is the right fit. I've been dragging my feet on this because I also have to systemize how to give it to someone and how to dump my brain into how I want that video to look, right? But I have to start somewhere. And just like that first video was crappy, but I did it, I have to start somewhere and start working with people and find the right person. It might not be the first person I work with, it might not be the first 5 people I work with, but you know what? Each person that I work with helps guide me in who I'm looking for, how I want to work with these people, all of that kind of stuff. So that is something that I have really wanted to do and I am going to do, and I am starting it right now. I am in process, friends. So keep me accountable. Ask me in the comments if I edited it myself or if I edited with someone else. Another thing I want to do is be better at analytics because I have done a lot of videos that I want to make because I think they're fun, but you all don't necessarily find it interesting or helpful or whatever. And while there is a place for that, I want to be able to use my time wisely and give you things that are helpful that also light me up too. So I want to do more time in analytics. As you could see when I was scrolling through, I was like, oh, where are things? Because I am not super familiar with that dashboard. I don't spend a lot of time with that. So maybe it's working with someone for that too. Maybe I can use some more AI. Maybe I can do these things, but I also need time to figure those things out. But I want to make that a priority to understand more so that I'm using my time wisely because, like I said, time and energy are the biggest things that I need, and I don't necessarily have. Those resources are finite and really valuable. So I want to use them wisely, and I want this to be an encouragement to you all too. So that is my 2024 in a quick nutshell, at least in a financial nutshell. Was this surprising to you? Was it encouraging? Let me know in the comments. And if you're curious more about the journey, is it worth it? What has been all my highs and lows? What are the things that you need to look out for, especially as you're starting out? Or if there's just certain questions that you have for me, I am an open book. I want you to know that I am transparent, I am honest, I am here to answer questions that you have. If I have not made that clear in this video, I want you to take that away, that I'm just a normal person that wants to make impacts on other people's lives. And my passion is for moms, my passion is for multicultural families, but you all are here, so you already know that. But thank you again for being here. And if you want to see more, head here, and I'll see you in the next video. Matane.